What is happening? Welcome to another pitcher video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollack, and today we are going to talk about, well, this guy, Brandon Woodruff. We haven't talked about him yet, and he's like a top 3 pitcher. You guys let me know, actually, in the comments, who is inside your top 5 of starters. A lot of people will say Woodruff, but then there's Buehler, there's Scherzer, there's Cole, there's Wheeler. There's a lot of options you can go with inside of it. I'm kind of curious even the order that you would have all of them. Obviously, Wheeler hasn't been as good, but, I mean, you can even say, like, Burns is better than Woodruff as well. Lance Lynn had a 2.20 ERA outside of his last start. Carlos Rodon's in there. I mean, there's so many amazing pitchers this year. I'm curious where you guys think Woodruff is there. But, yeah, he's been dominant with heaters. That's been his thing. His heater's always been so good. With a changeup and slider, they're just complementary and not really the star of the show. And we're going to see a bit of that today. We're looking at the 3rd inning against the Giants. I know he does face Johnny Cueto. Not ideal. We also have the 4th. We can kind of peek into that one as well if we want. But yeah, let's just get to it. Let's see how Brandon Woodruff gets his outs. And there's a 95-mile-per-hour fastball trying to go down and away with it. It's, you know, not ideal. And look at that. Oh, that's really cool. That kind of confidence. 3rd inning to throw a fastball down and away. And generally what you would think with a guy like Woodruff that is such a good heater, you're going to see Dickerson think, okay, he's going to attack again with the heater because he wants to get that first strike. That's just what he does. And Woodruff took advantage of that, throwing a changeup to the 8th batter, which I think is really cool. The gamemanship never ends. You know, there's as a pitcher, you can have 2 mentalities of, one, I'm going to be brute force, do my plan, and I don't really care what you're doing. And the other side of it that is so confident in their entire repertoire that whatever the situation calls for is just going to go into that, execute that trick and get the strike that they want. That's really cool. That's not his best pitch at all. It's a very inconsistent one. That could have been 2-0 count, but, Brandon Woodruff is that confident through the changeup guy. Now you go back to another changeup. Oh, my God. You were just messing him up. Dickerson is like fastball all the way through here. Got the, ball 1, fastballs, now thinking fastball for 2 straight. And Woodruff has taken advantage. Oh, man, what's he going to do next? Do you go with the 3rd changeup in a row? I mean, you could. Or you can throw that fastball. Honestly, yeah, you throw a high fastball now. Why? Because Dickerson, now his head is just like, what on earth is he going to throw? And he's been waiting for a fastball, and Woodruff's going to say, hey, look, here's that fastball, and you're not going to hit it. Oh, and he did. He drills it. And it's fly out. Oh, that's a fun at bat though. So good on Dickerson for saying, you know what, I'm going to be focused on this heater the entire way through. And hey, Woodruff wanted to, challenge him with this. He's trying to get it up. And this is definitely more hittable than you want it to be. Dickerson, a good job here on getting out and around this. This is an outside pitch, and you can see how much of the barrel is off of the strike zone. Did a really good job getting around the pitch to be able to drive to center. If you get this up, maybe, it is that whiff that you wanted. But, hey, good on Dickerson. All right, this should be a quick one. This is Johnny Cueto. Yep, throw a fastball. Sure. Probably throw another fastball. You're throwing him a slider, and props to Cueto for trying something because you know you ain't going to succeed. Wow. Right down the middle, he actually fouled that off. He's so late. Just throw another heater. These are like the latest foul balls I've ever seen. This is like destroying the guy on the on-deck circle. Don't throw a secondary pitch. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Just throw another fastball. He's so far behind. All right, you threw a slider. Fine. At least you're feeling your slider now. Oftentimes, like keep this in mind. When pitchers are at the bottom of the order, they will experiment if they're in good counts with their slider, with their changeup, any pitch that isn't their best offering, to see, do I have this pitch? Because when it gets to be the top of the order and it's a 2-1 pitch and you know that they're sitting on a fastball and you need to throw a good slider, you need to have thrown a decent one recently to give you the confidence to throw one in, for a strike. So what we just saw with Cueto at 1-2, you might be thinking, oh, what's he doing? He threw a curveball and then a slider against Cueto, who's fouling these pitches off. Well, that's because he needs to have that pitch when it matters. And we'll see that probably in this next at-bat. So there's a changeup. All right. A surprise first pitch changeup. And honestly, now you can probably throw 2 fastballs up and just get Lamonte Wade Jr. out for the count as we wait for this to load. Not typical. Sorry. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. No, I will not cut this out. Welcome to the Void. It's a wonderful place. This is the representation of our, from the public, wondering what's going to happen to MLB for next year. I am so terrified of it. I just want there to be baseball so badly as I go deeper into my thoughts. We can do this. Come on. I can't stall for this long. Come on. You can load things. There we go. We're back. 0-1. Changeup was the first pitch. Threw a fastball by him as we expected and throw another fastball by him. Maybe it looks like a changeup again. No, fastball. Why is it low? That's very strange. That should be up. That should be up. Yes, this is what I wanted. Yeah, there you go. Swing and miss. He's going to miss that. There you go. Done. And that's what Woodruff does. It's such a good fastball. He can just kind of throw this around the zone. The changeup was working as well, and I actually want to see more. So we're going to go to quickly in the 4th inning. Don't really like the end of it. It's not a good series of 2 at-bats. Doesn't really represent him. There's a fastball down the middle like to Brandon Belt. Looks like he's going to elevate here. 95. And actually, you see Brandon Belt lean out and follow this through, right? And I see that as a pitcher. I'm thinking he's on the fastball. He's looking away as well. I would try to jam up and in or throw a secondary pitch now. Nope. Brandon Belt was looking out there, and he couldn't do it. He's going to surprise bunt. What are you doing? It's 2 strikes. It's 2 strikes, and you're trying to bunt? What are you doing, Bell? That's an out. I don't get it. All right, now against a right-hander, he's going to throw more breaking balls trying to go down and away. That makes sense. Try the first pitch to breaker to Posey. Missed. And there's a changeup that comes in. And this really tells me that Posey wants to swing at a fastball. So that's probably why he threw 2 secondary pitches as we're back to the Void. We can do this. There we go. And Posey can't hit 97. I mean, if I'm Woodruff, this is what we saw. You saw a breaking ball that he took wisely. I mean, it was a bad one. Then he swung on a changeup that dictates he wants to hit a fastball. And then he fouled off a fastball. And it's, I don't know. If I'm Woodruff, I'm like, I can throw whatever I want now. Like, Posey isn't going to hit this. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, that's beautiful. Look at this. We're gonna watch the sequence again, okay? He throws a fastball at 97, right on the edge on the inside corner. And Posey's thinking, man, like, I got to work harder to hit this fastball. So I'm putting my cursor here. Why? Because that next pitch looks exactly like this one. Because Woodruff sees Posey barely make contact with that last fastball. He's probably going to throw it again. And instead, he throws this changeup that looks like it's going to be there and then fades down and in. Oh, and Posey just... That's all you can do. That's all you can do. I think that's a good pitch to end on here for Woodruff. Like, you guys can get a good sense of this is how Woodruff attacks. Few mistakes. You know, not many pitches inside the middle of the zone there, especially with this heater. Yeah, there was that mistake to Dickerson in the first at bat. That was, you know, it was on the edge, but it was middle, which is actually the easiest one to go with. Even though it's on the edge, that's a really easy pitch to actually go and make contact with. But still, that's not the biggest mistake ever. Just decimated Buster Posey. And also Brandon Belt to the sense that he, with 2 strikes, felt his best bet was to bunt. Kind of wild. But that's how Woodruff gets his outs. I'm curious what you guys think. Remember, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think or who you think is your top 5 starters this season. But yeah, Woodruff is amazing. And the Brewers could make a run in this playoffs with Woodruff, Peralta, and Burns as a 3-headed dragon leading off that rotation. Unbelievable. I cannot wait to see more of him in the playoffs. But that's going to do it for today. So as always, may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high.